What's happening? It's Ty. All right, the Louisiana Outdoor Expo is going to be at the Cajun Dome July 24th through the 26th. And one of our special guests this year at the Outdoor Expo, you might have heard of this guy. I got on the phone right now, the Nuge. It's Ted Nugent. Good morning, Ted.
Hey, Ty, the sportsman's paradise. Here I come, brother.
That's right, man. And we were discussing a little bit earlier that, you enjoy coming down here to South Louisiana.
I've been rock and rolling down there with the Amboy Dukes starting about 1967, 1968. It was just after Lewis and Clark and I discovered the free world, and I've been coming down pretty much every year since. And in fact, the fact that it's the sportsman's paradise proves that you people deserve me. I live, breathe, and celebrate hunting and fishing and trapping all my life. I still hunting, fishing, and trapping probably 300 days a year. Even when I'm on tour, I'm doing something, shooting varmints or snagging me some bluegill fillets. So I really have a great connection with the people down there who live a hands-on conservation lifestyle. And Ty, if I may, on your big, greasy, spirit wild rock and roll radio show, say thank you to everybody for making our Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild show the #1 hunting show in the history of the world on Outdoor Channel for 24 years. God bless you all.
Yes, man, that is amazing, which it's on Tuesdays also and on Sundays and Sundays too, right? 2 days a week, right?
Yeah, 3 days a week, actually, twice on Tuesday and then late, about midnight on Saturday night. So it really is resonating with a lot of people. And we have more viewers than most of the other shows combined. And what really excites my wife, Shemaine, and I, and the whole Nugent family, and everybody that we know, is that we got a lot of people that don't hunt and fish and trap that are watching our Spirit of the Wild show. And we have evidence for the last 23, 24 years that they see what a great time we're having. It makes such perfect sense to get this pure, organic, natural protein from Mother Nature's pantry that we've literally recruited thousands and thousands of new sportsmen and women out there because they see that it's perfect to hunt, fish, and trap, and it's perfect diet, and it's perfect exercise. So really, we celebrate this perfect lifestyle. And I got to tell you, coming down to Louisiana Outdoor Expo, down at the Cajun Dome in the Convention Center, we're really excited because we know that this self-evident truth and common sense and logic is alive and well down there. So a big salute to my blood brothers at Acadiana Dodge down there for bringing us in. We're going to have such a good time. It's going to be crazy.
Awesome, man. You're going to be hanging out. What's going to be going on at the expo, man?
I do a lot of these shows around the country, Ty. I've been doing them for a long time, for over 20-some years. Mm-hmm. And my wife, Shemaine, and I are coming down, and we're going to hang out all day on Saturday the 25th. And we're going to be, signing autographs, whatever people would like to do, meeting and greeting and talking to people and raising some hell and maybe accepting some wonderful invitations to go hunting and fishing and trapping down there in the sportsman's paradise. So anything can happen, but bottom line is we're just coming down to hang and meet people, and we're going to take donations for if people would like autographs. We have a wonderful nonprofit charity called Ted Nugent Camp for Kids and Freedom's Angels that helps the military and their families. So if people make a small donation for our time down there and autographs, we'll be sure to make a donation to the most deserving people in the world.
That's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm a huge fan, by the way. I'm not just saying that because I'm a radio DJ, but I'm a guitar player as well, Ted. And, of course, one of the first riffs I learned was Stranglehold growing up.
Is that a greasy, wonderful lick or what?
Oh, I love it.
I was playing it this morning. I got a couple of new Paul Reed Smith guitars and a couple old Gibson Birdlands and a whole wall of amplifiers down in my I was going to call it my hunting room, but my home, my barn, and my garage, everything is a hunting room. But I got guitars and guns and bows and arrows and amplifiers all over the place, and I was just playing Stranglehold and some brand new licks I'm writing now for another recording. I was playing them so loud I sent the Labradors up to the kennels. They just literally left the barn. They couldn't stand it.
Awesome. You want some company right now?
I'll tell you. And the tones out of the, we got these Black Star amps and a bunch of old Fender amps and a bunch of Marshall amps and some custom amps. And good God, in a concrete floor garage and barn, nothing sounds better than a loud guitar with a lot of concrete around. So I have so much fun, it's stupid.
Dude, I dig those Black Star amps, man. They got some great tone to it, man. I like those.
There's so many out there. I've discovered, though, I've played with so many people. We book a lot of hunts all around the country, and everybody's always got a guitar and an amp, and we always jam and, play everything from Stranglehold to Fredbear and Working Hard, Playing Hard, and all kinds of wonderful rhythm and blues masterpieces. But, boy, you find people that love the hunting lifestyle, love the outdoor lifestyle, and good rock and roll. And I'm telling you, you are in the coolest camp in the world.
That's awesome, man. I know a lot about that, man. My family's from East Texas, dude, so that's all it was great music and hunting and fishing.
Hallelujah. We moved to Texas 13 years ago because Michigan was turning into a suburb of Chicago, politically speaking. They got the dumbest-ass rules up here and just nonstop bureaucratic insanity. In fact, Ty, if everybody listening would go check out my weekly blogs, my Nuge blogs at deeranddeerhunting.com. It's a great magazine, Deer and Deer Hunting. We have a deeranddeerhunting.com website where I'm exposing a lot of these bureaucrats' abuse of power and the criminality that runs amok in our government, and I'm doing my We the People job, and that's going to be a lot of what I do down there at the Louisiana Expo. We're going to have a good time and celebrate the good, but we're also going to identify the bad and the ugly that runs amok in this country and try to take our country back. It's really, really important right now.
All right, well, we'll have more with the Nuge in just a bit, and we're going to talk about some sensitive subjects going around in the country right now. We'll have more Nonstop Everything That Rocks up next. Joining me still on the phone is the Nuge himself, Ted Nugent.
Well, Ty, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. And hello to everybody down there in the sportsman's paradise. You people are the spirit of the damn wild.
All right, well, we're gonna talk on a subject right now that's all over social media. It's all over. If you don't know about this, you're hiding under a damn rock. The Confederate flag, which is not actually the official Confederate flag, by the way.
I think it's the official Democrat flag, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, I want to get your take on it.
Forced down our throats by the Democrats, the Ku Klux Klan and the Barack Obama political party. They're the ones that raised that flag. They're the ones that fought civil rights. They're the ones that were Klansmen. So I mean, people got to learn that kind of stuff. A little history lesson would do this country good.
That's right, and I want to get your whole take on this situation. I mean, it's everywhere, from even the Dukes of Hazzard getting reruns pulled off of television. It's ridiculous.
Well, Ty, I appreciate it. I'm a simple man. I'm 67 years clean and sober, eating nothing but wild game. So my sacred temple in my brain still works pretty good. I'm addicted to logic and truth and common sense and the American way, and it's just heartbreaking that this nation has a president whose fundamental transformation is literally the dismantling, the destruction of the greatest freedom and liberty quality of life in the history of the world. And anybody that doesn't get that, you might want to put down the bong pipe for a little while and do a little bit of research, because this Confederate flag thing is the epitome of brain-dead, dishonest, soulless symbolism over substance. Ty, here's a fact for you.
Okay.
There were about 20 people killed in Chicago last week. 20 black people were killed by 20 black people. Do you think if we burn every Confederate flag that the punks in Chicago will stop killing each other? Do you think the punks across this country that are ambushing cops and destroying their own neighborhoods, do you think they'll stop destroying innocent lives just because of a symbol being taken down? I mean, you literally got to be brain dead to think that this Confederate flag has anything to do with racism, has anything to do with violent crime, or has caused one person to be abused, victimized, or murdered in the last 50 years. So symbolism over substance is a guaranteed recipe for the continued deterioration and the political correct lie that is strangling America right now. So I'm really let down that people are that stupid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and I'm hearing rumors that the fleur-de-lis is next.
Well, God knows that life would be so much better now that they've stopped the reruns of the Dukes of Hazzard. I mean,
right?
Are you kidding me? What is this? Planet of the Apes flew over the cuckoo's nest, Clockwork, Dayglow Orange, Mad Magazine? I mean, you literally have to be out of your mind to think that the Confederate flag has anything to do with anything bad in this country in 2015 and beyond. It's just an indication that the dumbing down of America has been a success, and the dumbest people in the world have a president and have a government that is abusing the very people that vote for them. I mean, I mean, I step back and I don't know whether to cry or just laugh, but it's just a joke. People got to wake up and quit with the political correct lie. It's all a big, stupid lie.
I agree with you 100%. I even have a friend that has a General Lee. He has a Dodge Charger painted just like the General Lee. You know,
I just got me. You know, I'm a horsepower guy. All my Gibson guitars are infested with horsepower. In fact, they're down at the barn breeding right now. I've got a brand new Dodge Challenger Hellcat that is so fast, it's insane. This one's got over 800 horsepower, and I just love it. In fact, my Dodge Challenger Hellcat, Ty, has a direct pipeline connected to a Saudi prince's ass, sucking raw crude, even when it's not turned on. Being that as it may, I'm thinking of putting the Confederate flag on top of my Dodge Challenger because it's good looking. It represents a spirit and attitude of South independence and rugged individualism, and has absolutely nothing to do with racism.
Ted,
that's a burden I have to carry. I'm always right, and sometimes I actually feel guilty I'm so right so often.
Well, I hear there's a little musical internet rumor going around at the moment.
Well, you know, there's a big rumor. If people would come to tednugent.com, and not only would they have the howl of their lives, but they can see that there's this huge internet rumor that Kid Rock, who's a dear friend of mine, a serious Motor City rock and roll god, that he and I are going to write a song about the Confederate flag. And even though he and I have not talked about that at all, we're both actually thinking about it now.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, I was reading about that, about this Kiss My Rebel Ass supposed tune that y'all got together and collaborated on, and kind of find out it's a hoax. But so you're saying that it could happen?
We Kid Rock and I talk often, but we've never talked about that. We've never even broached the subject. But now that it's an internet, rumor, yeah, I got some killer guitar licks, and he and I can write the ultimate freedom, stand up for what you believe in, the South will rise again anthem. So maybe we ought to. So you never know.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. I think it should happen. Go for it. Awesome. All right. Well, Ted, dude, the Louisiana Outdoor Expo. Look, man, I'm looking forward to come on down there and meeting you in person, dude. Like, seriously.
Well, good. I would welcome everybody to come down. The reason Louisiana is called the Sportsman's Paradise is because you have a great tradition of conservation and hands-on resource stewardship and rugged, working hard, playing hard lifestyle. So we're really looking forward to coming down and celebrating the perfection that is the hunting, fishing, and trapping outdoor lifestyle. And it's going to be a great day. We'll be there at the Cajun Dome with our blood brothers of Acadia and Dodge all day on Saturday the 25th. In fact, the most dangerous deer hunter in the world, Mrs. Nugent, the queen of the forest, will be there at my side. So we're looking forward to meeting everybody.
Awesome. Sounds good. Ted, dude, it's been a pleasure and an honor, brother.
All right, Ty, Godspeed, man.